Hi folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Okay, so something a wee bit different here. It's related to the conflict in Ukraine. Unlike most of the population who maybe get their information from the newspapers or the mainstream media, I kind of look at different sources online, and unfortunately, over the last several months, I've been coming across an awful lot of torture. You see, what's happening is the Russians say are taking over Ukrainian positions, they're finding people's phones, they're finding dead bodies. This probably works for both sides, but let's just talk about the Russian side, right? They're finding dead Ukrainians, and obviously their phones are there. They're finding their phones and their passports and their IDs and all the rest of it, and they're going through it. And what they're doing is they're looking for videos in their phones. And the majority of the time, the videos are harmless videos of soldiers talking to their comrades and, the trials and tribulations of this war. But unfortunately, in a minority of phones, they're finding evidence of torture. And this is available online. I would not advise you to go and look for it because it is frightening. I've seen with my own eyes people being shot, summarily shot. I've seen a man having his throat cut, a civilian having his throat cut. I saw evidence of Ukrainians torturing and shooting Russian prisoners. I've not seen it. Well, there is one video that I'm not sure whether it's Russians killing a Ukrainian or Ukrainians, because what a lot of them are doing now is they're hiding their faces in any insignia. But I did see one guy being buried alive. I don't know whether it was a Ukrainian or the Russians doing that, so I've got to leave that one open. Another one I saw, these guys take this boy into he's got his face all taped up with, looks like duct tape, and they strangle him in a cellar. It's horrific. But in this particular case here, what you're going to hear is this gentleman. Now, I've not actually got his name. Maybe I'll find that out and let you know later on. But that's him there. And what you're going to hear is an audio recording. And listening to his voice, I would say he's a natural English speaker. I could be wrong with that. Maybe American or Canadian. But you be the judge of that. If there's someone out there who knows more information on this particular guy, I don't know whether he's dead or alive at this stage, but this is just evidence of, what he personally was involved in and what's going on over there with a certain group of people. And at the start of the recording, he says, I wouldn't incriminate myself, but the conversation is incriminating. And I would imagine that the opposition, i.e. the Russian forces, are desperate to find him, especially those that have been torturing, or maybe the family of the soldier that he's talking about torturing, because he goes on about torturing a soldier. And he's quite proud of it. You're not going to get this in the mainstream media. What I'm about to show you here, they're not going to play this. This is the truth. Remember, right now, the narrative of the mainstream media is this, and this is a perfect example. Forget the torture just now. Before I play this for you, I just want to make this point to you. The big narrative at the moment on the mainstream media is that Russia has been firing shells at a nuclear power station. It's got 6 reactors in it, right? Now remember, Chernobyl happened in Ukraine. That was a disaster for Russia, so they know all about. That was when Ukraine was part of Russia. Chernobyl. They know all about nuclear leaks and the amount of people that died. If you saw the series Chernobyl on TV, I think it's on Netflix, watch it and you'll see what the Russians did and how many people sacrificed their lives to try and get that under control. But anyway, this particular nuclear power station in Ukraine, the Russians overtook that and took control of that power station in March of this year. Now the people Russia's just guarding it on the outside, alright? That's just since March. The people running it are Ukrainians who have been running it, have always been in charge of it. Nobody's interfering with them. And the people that are in charge of them are the scientists that designed it. They're Russian, right? Now, what the Ukrainians are saying is that Russia is firing artillery shells onto its own troops at this facility. I mean, that's what the mainstream media's wanting you to believe. It's so fantastic. I mean, you know that they're lying to you when they say that, because the journalists that are writing that down know that that's a lie. If a newspaper or a TV programme talks about that in any kind of way, any kind of ambiguous way, then you know that they are lying to you. 100%. Given what I've just told you. The Russians have moved beyond that now. They don't turn their guns around and then fire back at their own troops. It just doesn't happen, right? So remember that one. That's a clear and concise indication, an example of absolute propaganda lies. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to play this for you. But in the meantime, I want you to hit the like, share if you can, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed, if you like the content. Because that's what I've got to say about that. Peace out.
I am not stupid enough to incriminate myself. Of course those fucking Georgian Legion guys did that stuff because they're fucking Georgians and they're retards. You know where the fuck he was from? He was from somewhere in Central Asia. Central Asia or Central Russia. We've been told to take no prisoners. Because we've been told that we're going to be treated with the same respect, that we're just mercenaries and we're going to be executed by Russia, so we don't give a fuck, man. We slit his fucking Achilles and we made him swim across the river to see if he could swim without Achilles tendons. I don't know, he was about 18. I don't give a fuck. We made a lesson to him. We fucking cut his Achilles heels and we made him swim across the Severodonetsk River, and he drowned. Or he was shot. We were all taking kind of like practice shots at him to see how well our shot was as he swam without Achilles heels. I don't know. Maybe your guys from these Siberian shitholes, they can't swim well. Either way, he's dead. Я знаю, как работает это войны. Я знаю, как использовать квадрокоптером. Я знаю, как делать это войны. И я живу сейчас. Я говорит с тобой. Ну да. Если я не могу говорить, я буду умер. Это жизнь. Я профессиональный солдат. И я закончил работать сейчас, потому что я устал войны. I have videos of Russian operation points where I've flown over a drone. I am not going to share them to you because it's operational security and I don't feel like getting shit from my own command about sharing with a Russian national about places that I found that are going to be shelled to pieces. But yeah, man, I mean, you guys sent your dumbass fucking infiltration teams and they got fucked up by us. Do I think Ukraine's gonna win the war? I don't really give a fuck. It's just another war to me, man. It's 1 out of 3 now at this point. This is not conclusive evidence, and if I was in an intelligence agency, I would do the same shit too. I don't give a fuck. Your men are torturing our men, and reprisals come. We fucking found this stupid idiot from Siberia in an ambush. He was the only one that lived We sliced his fucking Achilles tendons and we made him swim across the river. I mean, I don't know, maybe he couldn't swim, but he definitely couldn't swim without an Achilles tendon. And plus we took practice shots. It was a long shot. I'm just done. I'm tired. I've made my money. I'm going home. I can always join Azov or Right Sector. It doesn't really matter. It's just combat experience. I don't really even give a fuck at this point. I can make extra money and then I can fucking fight. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't. I don't give a fuck about the outcome at this point.
How dare you?